What's going on? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. All the brothers and sisters, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And I seen an interesting article I link in the description about, from a couple of days ago with Matt Patricia said he sat down with Martha Firestone Ford and that his job pretty much is safe. He believes his job is safe. He meets with her every week and he's expected to come back and everything is a go as usual. And you look at it, man, to be honest. You look at it and be honest with yourself. This dude's probably going to finish 4 games below where Jim Caldwell finished last year. Did the Lions truly upgrade the coaching position? No. Should Matt Patricia face the same fate that Steve Wilks would face? Yeah, Steve Wilks had a lot less in Arizona. He's going to be fired after 1 year. He didn't have a blue-chip quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Sam Bradford got injured here throwing Josh Rosen. Players want him to stay, but he get one shot and he done. And Patricia get one shot and he done. Simple. Well, it's obvious a double standard in the NFL. It's a big double standard how they treat blacks and minorities and how they treat whites, okay? The majority of the league is black. The mass majority of the league is black. But the mass majority of coaches ain't black. You got one Mexican coach and a handful of black coaches, head coaches. So basically you good enough to play, but you ain't good enough to be general manager, good enough to be quarterbacks. So most of the time, even though they growing in that facet of the game, or you're not good enough to be head coaches. And Matt Patricia's just going to be, a product of that double standard. He's going to, thrive from that double standard. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. He's going to be able to get a second opportunity, a third opportunity. And with the Lions, that's usual. That's usual Lion work. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's what the Lions are about. Matt Millen milked this franchise for everything he owned. You know what I'm saying? Built Mr. Ford, let him stay here and be mediocre. Until the 0-16 season came, he had another choice but to let him go. So we've been here before. I mean, Tom LeWan and Martin Mayhew were with Matt Millen. You know what I'm saying? They still was retained, and they got a promotion after being part of an 0-16 regime. Promotion. So it's not going to shock me that the Lions still do the same status quo thing the Lions do. It won't shock me. The Lions are the Lions. They're gonna sit here. They're going to be loyal to mediocre coaches and mediocre players, overpay them, overcompensate them, and never fully put a team together. That's the Lions. They're gonna play, and that's where the fan base is at now. That's where the fan base is at. The fan base, think Lions are, Detroit sports, Lions in particular, are supposed to be build a team around a subpar or sub-superstar talent. And in actuality, if Steve Wilks is getting fired, Patricia is only 2 games better than him right now, I believe. And he took over a way better team. So Patricia should be fired. I mean, straight up and down. That's just basic logic, but that's not Lion logic. And on top of that, he was late to media meetings, and he was late to team meetings. So he's unprofessional. So, as much as they talk about his beard and all the things he did about Roger Goodell, you know what I'm saying, after, Spygate and all that, he's immature and unprofessional. His reputation, he's living up to it. That's everything we heard coming out of New England. He ain't did one genius thing, man. And then he should be held responsible for retaining Jim Bob Cooter, not bringing his own offensive guy in. It's too many disconnects here for him to keep his job, to be honest. If we plan on an even playing field and using Steve Wilks and Vance Joseph as the barometer, okay, both will be fired. Vance Joseph after his second year lost a lot of defensive players over there and didn't have a quarterback after Peyton left. That's if we talking about an even playing field. Matt Patricia, in actuality should be gone. And if he was black, I don't still think the Lions would get rid of him. To be honestly. That's just the Detroit Lion way. Loyal to a fault, give you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. That's what it is. Opportunity after opportunity. No matter if you fail miserably 3 or 4 times in a row, the Lions will keep giving you opportunity. And it's sad. It's sad. Because this guy, is not an NFL caliber head coach. You take an experienced coach and Jim Caldwell, fire him. Okay, rightfully so, he got fired. I'm not mad at it, okay? You're not mad at it. You see they want to make an upgrade. They feel that Jim Caldwell fixed the discipline issues. And Jim Caldwell, took his team as far as they can go. You know what? I'm not going to disagree with that. But I will say is, you go get a worse coach to replace the coach you had. You didn't progress. You stepped back. And Matt Patricia, took this team way back than where they were last year. Significantly. By everything I said, he should be fired. Not to mention his past caused a big fiasco and got the season off on the wrong foot. Not to mention that he practiced the players too hard and they was wore out coming into the season. And he didn't listen to his team, didn't listen to his veterans, reportedly. Didn't listen to them. Wore the team out. They came out lackadaisical, sluggish. Defense is worse than what it was last year. I mean, everything regressed. There's not one thing that progressed with the Lions this year. His game management wasn't better than Jim Caldwell's. You know what I'm saying? He didn't upgrade the defense from Terrell Austin last year. They regressed. Stafford didn't get better this year. They didn't improve the running game drastically. They improved it a little bit, but they didn't improve it drastically. So what did he come here for? He came here because he was best friends with Bob Quinn. That's it. They can go shoot the shit after work, drink Budweisers, get Hennessy shots, whatever they drink shots, and chill out and really enjoy this ride. They're not here to win. They're here to steal money from the Fords once again. So everything I named, he should be fired. If we're using the same barometer that Steve Wilkes and Vance Joseph is on. But we know they're not on even playing fields, obviously. We know this, man. We know Matt Patricia's probably going to be here as long as he wants, as long as Bob Quinn is here. In actuality, Bob Quinn should get fired too for hiring this guy and regressing the franchise. But that's what the Lions like to do most. They like to, sell hope in the offseason, which every team is optimistic, and then regress in the regular season and never, reach the hope meter that we have for the Lions. That's just the actual fact. And it's a shame. It's truly a shame, man, that, they go out here and they regress in their coaching shorts. They got a defensive coach and the defense get worse. How does that happen? How does that happen? You have a defensive coach and the coach get worse. The defense get worse. You went to go upgrade the head coaching position, but you didn't upgrade it. You kept the offensive coordinator and you get the same results. You go out there and act like the defense was the problem, when all along it's the offense that's the major problem. It seems like Bob Quinn has a problem evaluating talent and evaluating his team and evaluating head coaches. And in my opinion, that sounds like he need to be fired. But not Lions world, where we loyal to a fault. I'm talking about the management. You know what I'm saying? Not Lions world where after 0-16, one of the 0-16 staff members get a promotion. 2 of them, Tom and Martin Mayhew, and get a money promotion and still take and drive the franchise into the ground. Not Lions world. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Motor City Sports Talk. Much blessings to the brothers and sisters out there holding us down. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those links in the description. You can reach out to me in the email if you got a video request, question, business inquiry, sponsorship, whatever the situation may be. And if you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well too. Appreciate it. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk, your boy CJ Goodfella. Let me know how you